Hey, gentlemen, on this podcast, we like to have a couple of different segments. And one of those segments is called Figsy's Quiz. So
Yay!
it's time. And with Psyched being a PS2 fanatic and Will previously being a pretty big PS2 fanatic, I've got some PS2 related questions today.
All right, man.
So I've got 6 random questions, 3 each. The way we do this is one of you will go first. No one knows the questions; they're all random. Who would like to go first? Any volunteers?
It's like you go first.
I'll go first. Yeah, sure.
All right, Psyched. How it's going to work is each question you get right's worth 1 point. If you get the question wrong, it will go to the other person, and if they get the question right, they get half a point. At the end, if there's a tie, I do have a tiebreaker question. So here we go with the first question, Psyched. How many Silent Hill games are on PS2? Now, I'm talking games, not variants.
Not variants. Okay, so 5?
Correct.
Yeah, damn it. I would have got that one right.
Where if it was variants, it would have been like 11 or 12.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I made these first 2 questions very, very similar. So it didn't really matter what order you went in.
5.
How many Resident Evil games are on PS2?
Fuck. So let's see. You got Code Veronica. You got 4. Dude, you got that shooter game. I can't remember whether I'm gonna say 6.
That is correct.
Oh, look at me.
So we had Outbreak 2, Code Veronica, Survivor, Code Veronica 2, 4, and
Dead Aim.
Dead Aim. Yeah, that's
it.
Dead
Aim was the shooter one. I knew there was
right,
file
that's 1
1.
all.
File 2.
Off to a really good start. All right, Psyched. Where was the PS2 first released?
It would have been Japan.
That is correct.
God damn.
Ding, ding, ding.
He's getting all the easy ones.
Oh, Will, I reckon you got a question related to you. What was the last PlayStation 2 game released in North America?
Is it the is it FIFA 14?
That is incorrect. I'm going to hand this one over to Psyched. What's the
would be
last PS2 game released in North America?
North America would have been Pro Evolution Soccer 14 was the last one released.
Oh, I knew it was a soccer game.
That's incorrect. It was actually Pro Evolution Soccer 13.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
and then FIFA 14 in PAL region.
Oh, there you go.
Where FIFA 14, interesting enough, it was actually scheduled for a North American release, but they canned it. And funnily enough, it was actually released from a North American studio only for the PAL region. All right, so moving on to
it's
Psyched. So the score is Psyched, you're on 2. Will's got 1 point. Final question round. Name an MTV PS2 game. An MTV show PS2 game. There's a couple of them.
Oh, MTV show music. Okay, so it has to be a show. So like Pimp My Ride.
Correct, that's one of them. Other answers would have been
Music Generator,
MTV. But yeah, I had to get my ride down.
All right, well, there's like Music Generator 1 and 2. God damn it.
That was a ridiculous amount. All right, well, you can't win, but for some pride, what's the best-selling PlayStation 2 game of all time?
GTA 3?
That's incorrect. I'll hand this one over to Psyched.
It would happen to be San Andreas.
That's
at
correct.
18 million copies. It's ridiculous.
For bonus points, this was the tiebreaker, but I will ask it anyway. And I'll open it up to the both of you. What's the second best or second highest, second best selling PS2 game of all time?
Vice City?
Incorrect.
I was going to say like Gran Turismo 4.
Gran Turismo 4 is the third best-selling
Ah.
PS2 game of all time. Does anyone know the second best-selling? I'll open it up to chat as well. AJ said, I only got 3 right. My streak is broken. AJ was on the show and he had a flawless round and stole all of Will's questions.
It's not
Like five out of 3 or something.
Fuck you guys. What is the answer?
Anyone know the second best-selling PS2 game of all time?
He's saying GTA 3. Chaos is saying GTA 3.
I was a little bit surprised by the answer, but it's actually Gran Turismo 3. Ace did outsell Gran Turismo 4. Even though I personally think 4 is the better title, but 3 was the one that really, and I know Gran Turismo was on the map, but 3 really put like Gran Turismo as this is the racing game.
I'd love Gran Turismo 3 so much. It's such a. I got the red one as well because that was like a bundle pack with a console.
Nice,
I wish I had
love
the
that.
console.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you have any of the automobile consoles?
Thanks for playing, guys.
wish.
It's been addictive.
Sorry. Figsy quiz.
So,
Yeah.
guys, on this podcast, we like to do a couple of different segments, and one of those segments is a quiz. So it is time for Figsy's quiz. So the way we do this, I've made a couple of questions before the show. 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 questions. No tiebreaker today. They're all random. I probably made this one pretty hard. I do apologize in advance, but nevertheless, I do think you guys can get these questions right. We got a volunteer on who would like to go first.
All right, let Greg go first. Greg's go first.
All right, Greg. First question. Name a PS3 game that was released with a heat shrink seal, not a Y seal.
A PS3 game that has that. Painkiller. Hell Wars or whatever the one on PS3 is called.
Incorrect. I'll hand this one over to Will.
Jesus, I do that. A heat shrink seal versus a what seal?
A PS3 game that was released with a heat shrink seal, not the normal Y seal.
As opposed to a Y.
2 or 3 of them.
There's 2 or 3 of them. Okay.
That's it. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna throw it out.
One of them is quite prevalent because pretty much like only sealed copies pop up.
Asura's Wrath.
Incorrect. So the answer I was looking for was Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh. It's just
Okay.
case, though.
The North American one?
Yeah. So all
That
copies
is-
only have the heat shrink. They don't
That's
actually have
only
the
a.
seal.
Is that a code in a box?
Yeah, that is.
Correct. It's a $300 code in a box.
Is that what
Yeah.
it's up to now? That's awesome. Wow, great.
Even opened, you're looking at over $100 for open.
Didn't realize it was
used
that much now.
copy,
That's
which
wild.
is crazy. All right, second question. Will,
All right, what we got?
how many variants of Class of Heroes 2G are there?
Let's see this. A, B, C, D. So I'd say 4.
Correct.
Hey, look at that.
Thank God, because I was not answering that one.
I got it right. I got one right. I usually suck at this game, Greg. So you the chances of you winning are good.
I'm gonna bring it back right here.
It's renowned as a tough quiz. This is the hardcore PlayStation collectors quiz. All right, Greg.
Brought on a
Where's-
Nintendo guy to answer you the PS questions.
Well, actually, this question has part Nintendo involved, so
All right.
maybe. Resident Evil 4 has an orange PS2 chainsaw controller. GameCube has a yellow controller. However, there's a special edition PS2 controller. What color is it?
Red.
Incorrect. I'll hand this one over to Will. Now, I believe there was only 10 of these available.
What were the other 2 colors?
So the PS2 has an orange one.
Mhm.
The GameCube has a yellow one. However, there was a special edition PS2 controller.
Is it black?
Correct.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
know
so
there's
it goes
stuff over there.
for like over £1,000. There's a copy for sale in one of the Facebook groups at the moment, and the guy's having trouble selling it. But it's really cool. It's a black chainsaw controller.
That is cool. That's really cool. I think I've seen the prototype one or something. that there's like the GameCube, the PS2. I don't know. Ah,
It's possibly the same one. Like there was only 10 of them.
should have had that. Should have had that one.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I have
All right,
a
well.
GameCube controller behind me, the Resident Evil 4 one.
Oh, you do?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you say
Cool
you've got the GameCube one?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I've got the PS2 one, but the GameCube one's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. Great. It's big, but it's cool.
The only problem is it's awkward. Like I've got
You're-
the blade sticking out of the shelf.
Well, I have it boxed. I have like and it's
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So it's a hexagon box with the blade. Like it's
Yeah,
dumb.
stick it. Is it? You ever play with it?
No, I've never held it.
Mm.
It's sealed.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I didn't want to say it. You kept asking too many
No,
questions.
that's fine, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I should have been looking at chat. Siren's got the Marvel versus Capcom question right. All right. Well, this one's for you.
All right.
What's the biggest size memory card on the PlayStation Vita?
Oh, 64. 128. 128. Final answer.
Which one are you going to? All right. The correct answer was actually 512.
Oh, fuck off.
Wow. I was
never-
also 64
is that-
128. That's where my head was too.
Is that Sony? Well, I guess only Sony made them, huh?
If anyone in chat wants to correct me, I did Google the question and looked it up, and there was like forums about who needs a 512 gig memory card for the Vita. That's ridiculous. And then there's
Yeah,
collective
seriously.
one.
Shit.
So you can possibly have the answer, but chat can confirm that one. All right, Greg. True or false? There are 10 Army Men games on PS1.
False.
It's actually true.
Oh.
I knew there was going to be somewhere 7, 8, 9. I just didn't know if it was 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Which was actually ridiculous. I
Yeah,
got
it's
like
insane.
4, and I'm like, yeah, I've almost got them all. Looked them up. No, there's 10.
Yeah, that's like in my head. Like I said, I could probably rattle off 6 or 7, so I knew it was going to be somewhere in there. 10's wild.
Army Men
Army
games,
Men.
the Lego games of 20 years ago.
We owned 2 or 3 of them. They were great.
We got 3 people in the chat saying 64. is the
64
big-
gig. I think one of them's got a full Vita set, so I'll go with that.
512.
All right, final question, Will.
All right, let's go.
Name one PS4 launch title that was an exclusive.
PS4 launch titles. I don't even remember what it launched.
There was a lot of them, but there wasn't many exclusives.
I don't know. Jesus, I can't think. PS4 exclusives. Was it a Crash Bandicoot game? I don't know.
No.
No.
I'll hand this
all
one
right.
over to Greg.
Gran Turismo 6.
That's a good guess.
Fair answer. It was an exclusive, but incorrect. 2 answers were Knack or Killzone Shadowfall. Killzone's correct here with Killzone Shadowfall.
Man,
Yeah,
I forgot all about Knack. What
Thanks for playing Figsy's quiz, guys. This has been fun.
I don't even think I knew Knack was a launch title. That's crazy.
Yeah, Knack was a launch title.
Wow.
2014, I believe. And then there was like 5 or 6 different sport games. You know, every annual release.
Of course.
Call of Duty, Battlefield, but everything else was not exclusive. And a lot of ported games from PS3, like Watch Dogs. I think Grand Theft Auto 5, but that didn't come out until like 3 weeks later, so it's not technically a launch title.
Right.